Everyone, welcome to yet again another edition of Boxing Time TV. My name is Evan Jacobs. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. We have what I think is going to be a very good rematch: Vasyl Lomachenko versus Orlando Salido. They're making Lomachenko the favorite here. They also made him the favorite in the first fight. I'm not sure what the odds were, but in the first fight, Lomachenko, who took it in only his second fight, he was outworked and outclassed by the very gritty Orlando Salido. Since that fight, both fighters have kind of gone in different directions, but stayed the same. It isn't like Orlando Salido's been walloped and lost and all this stuff. And Lomachenko has steadily, showing that, hey, he really is probably as good as Bob Barum and Top Rank and a lot of other people in boxing think that he is. I think he's very good too. Salido has also been tough, been in against guys like Francisco Vargas, just had these really tough fights. And he's just the kind of guy that, you know what, he is always in the fight. He always finds ways to be competitive, win, lose, or draw. So let's just get right to this contest. As you can see, there's a 7-year age difference. They are the same height. I put them as both as 130 as junior lightweight or super featherweight. As you can see, Salido has a 2-inch reach advantage. There's a wealth of difference in their fights. Let's just get right to it right now. And I need to fix the fight mode. All right, and let's go. First round, Vasyl Lomachenko on the left side of the screen, Orlando Salido on the right side of the screen. These two guys are coming out. Salido popping that left jab. Oh, wow. And Vasyl Lomachenko comes out and stuns him a little bit with the first punch that he throws, which is a hard right hand. And, I'll be honest, I think, if you're watching this fight, go to the fridge, go to the cupboard, get some popcorn, get some stuff, because I think what we're going to have here is we're going to have a distance fight, a close fight, and the kind of fight where the little things are really going to matter. And I think it's going to be close at first, and I think ultimately one fighter, I'm not going to say who, I think he's going to start pulling ahead, but that is just me. Right now, you got to give Vasyl Lomachenko a lot of credit. He is landing hard right hands. He's really getting Salido's attention. He's giving Salido angles, although Salido's trying to jab. He's trying to disrupt the rhythm of Vasyl Lomachenko. And let's see if he is able to do that. I've been told that I talk too much on these broadcasts, and I should just sort of let it kind of breathe a little bit more. It's kind of difficult to do that, because a lot of people want me to update this. They want this to look better. They want this to look more like current fights. But that's the beauty of this boxing game. If you play this game, there is no other boxing game like this in the world. Sierra Championship Boxing from 1983 or 84. It's just a brilliant game. There's no game like it. Usually in boxing games, a guy gets hit, a guy, his meter goes down, he can be, things start blinking, and you can throw a combination and knock him out. This game doesn't work like that. You've got to be steady. You've always got to be landing punches. You've always got to be thinking as you're playing the game. And at any moment, your opponent can land a punch that can knock you down and out. And I know from experience, because it has happened to me many a time. Oh, look at that. Salido countering nicely off the ropes with 2 right hands, getting the attention of Lomachenko, sort of driving Lomachenko away from him. Lomachenko trying to keep him against the ropes. And it's going to be interesting. Can Orlando Salido use Lomachenko's style against him and counterpunch him and create a situation in which Lomachenko finds himself behind the 8 ball? Can Lomachenko create a situation where his power boxing style is just too much for Salido, and Salido is constantly behind Lomachenko? This will be interesting to see as Lomachenko peppers him along the ropes, punches him into the ropes, and Salido, I got to be honest, surprised that he's letting this kind of stuff happen to him now, but you see how well he does when he fights off the ropes. Let's see if he can sustain that. Right here, both guys jabbing, each guy trying to out-finesse the other guy. That's the one thing that I think that Salido kind of has to give to Lomachenko. In the finesse department, I think Lomachenko probably has him beat at this stage of their careers. Let's see who won that first round. Wow, one judge giving it to Orlando Salido, one judge giving it to Vasyl Lomachenko, and another judge giving it to Orlando Salido. Ladies and gentlemen, Orlando Salido's ahead by 1 point, and this is going to be very interesting. And like I said, I feel that this is going to be close. and I am really interested to seeing the Orlando Salido that shows up and the things he's trying to put together. If I were him, I would really try to go to the body. I would not try to fight the same style that he did in the first fight, which was just outworking and doing things that negated what Vasyl Lomachenko does best. I think he's got to give him something different. I think Lomachenko has improved. I think Salido's improved, but I don't think he has improved as much. And I mainly say that just because of his age, the whole idea that it's tough to teach an old dog new tricks. However, if anyone could learn those tricks, it would be Orlando Siri Salido. Oh, wow. Salido countering well, and Lomachenko really trying to bust him up and trying to do things, trying to do things. Oh, look at that. Oh, Lomachenko wobbles him, drawing him out. These guys are trading at high volume in the center of the ring in round 2. Who thought that we'd see this kind of bout? And I am telling you, Vasyl Lomachenko is sharp tonight. He's landing the harder punches. He's landing the more telling punches. Orlando Salido's punches are stopping Lomachenko in their tracks. And the question is, will this give Vasyl Lomachenko an odd sense that he thinks that he can do anything? Oh wow, Lomachenko just peppering him along the ropes, unloading on him, and this is I'm being honest, I did not expect to see this. I'm very, very surprised. I think Salido can take it. The question is, how much of it can he take? But man, Vasyl Lomachenko making statements early. He'd be smart to go to the body as well, as that will negate Orlando Salido's movement and him trying to do certain things to sneak back into the fight. But I'm telling you, Vasyl Lomachenko, his supporters and his team have to be happy with what they are seeing, as he's fighting at a different level than he fought in their first fight. He never wobbled Salido like this. And it is very, very surprising, simply just because Salido's highly durable. However, he's not got down yet, so I shouldn't get too excited. I've just never seen Salido, hurt like that. And I'm telling you, Vasyl Lomachenko, in some ways, looking like Donald Curry in there, the way he is just being able to pinpoint those punches. But I give Salido credit; he's been able to land a little bit. Not out of this yet. You have a first round like that where it's close, and then Salido gets kind of a nod, and then Lomachenko just takes it back. Vasyl Lomachenko on the left side of the screen, Orlando Salido on the right side of the screen. My name is Evan Jacobs. You are watching Boxing Time TV. Please follow me on Instagram. My handle is @BoxingTime with Evan. And Lomachenko winning it on 2 of the judges' card, 1 judge having it even. So now Vasyl Lomachenko is up by one point. And this fight, like I said, is going to be close. And, for as long as it lasts, I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be competitive. And I'm just, any minute now, it seems like, someone's going to get wobbled, someone's going to get cracked. And these guys are making war in the center of the ring. This is like one of those rematches in boxing I think more people should be calling for. I'm surprised I'm not hearing as many people call for it, and maybe it's because Lomachenko isn't as big as as people think, as he maybe could or should be. And Orlando Salido is a big fighter, but he's not a huge household name. He's not a Floyd Mayweather. He is not a, I'm trying to think who's comparable. Manny Pacquiao. A lot of boxing is reinventing itself right now. Guys are building themselves up. You have a lot of young guys. You have, for instance, you have the Thurman Garcia fight coming up next week on March 4th. That's a great fight. That's an excellent fight. That is a, if those guys were really getting what they deserve, that's a big pay-per-view fight. But the reality is that boxing just isn't as popular as it used to be, and because of that, this fight is not on the minds of people as it should be. However, it will be as we approach, and it is going to, people are going to see this fight, and they're going to see Thurman Garcia, and they're going to be very, very excited, and they're going to love it. And I think it's going to be a great fight. And right now, in my mind, I think the person that wins that fight is Danny Garcia. I think he's going to outbox by a very tight margin. He's going to outbox Keith Thurman. But right here, you have 2 fighters engaging in a real real slugfest. Each one testing the other guy. And Orlando Salido going to the body, and so Vasyl Lomachenko matching him, digging hooks to the body. Lomachenko really wants to win this fight, and it's almost like he's sort of saying, "Hey, I am going to." No matter, you hit me once to the body, I'm going to hit you 2 or 3 times. You hit me once to the face, I'm going to do the same thing. So highly interesting as Vasyl Lomachenko landing these little shots on the inside, and Vasyl Lomachenko's Vasyl Lomachenko and Orlando Salido. Salido landing really those little shots on the inside, and you know what? I give him a lot of credit. He is hanging in there. He's hanging tough. He's fighting this young lion, and he is really, he's in there with him. And it's almost like psychologically, Orlando Salido does not want to lose to Vasyl Lomachenko. It's almost like he doesn't think that he should. I'm telling you, these rounds are going so quick here. This is a very exciting fight. I'm saying I love it. It's a Saturday. We got boxing coming on in a couple of hours. I am ecstatic as a boxing fan. Vasyl Lomachenko winning that round on all 3 judges' scorecards. He's now up by 3 points on the judges' scorecards. We are not even halfway through this fight. It's very close. Lomachenko landing pinpoint punches right now. He is just out of the range of Salido. He's getting that high defense. He's just out of the range, and he's really stylistically making this a much different fight than their first fight, changing the tenor of what their first fight was. And no matter what, no one can ever take that victory away from Orlando Salido. However, Vasyl Lomachenko has, stops Orlando Salido and just completely takes him out of the fight entirely. That makes the first fight, not as impressive simply just because Lomachenko was so early in his career. Oh, wow. Look at that. Vasyl Lomachenko punching through those punches, just the straighter punches. Salido landing hooks and trying to land hooks, and Vasyl Lomachenko's just getting there faster. But you gotta give Orlando Salido credit. He's landing those punches. He just landed an uppercut that really, hey, at least lets Vasyl Lomachenko go, look, you're hitting me, but I'm still hitting you. And that's the one thing about this sport, about any combat sport. As long as you can still hit your opponent, you are dangerous and you are a factor in the fight. I don't care how discombobulated you are. I don't care what's happening. Wow, Salido really standing in the center of the ring and having not doing that badly and going to the body, trying to slow Lomachenko down some and trying to use some of that defense. We're heading into almost the final minute of the 4th round, and Orlando Salido is really very much a bee in Lomachenko's bonnet. And it's going to be interesting to see if Orlando Salido can maintain doing this with the pinpoint accuracy that Lomachenko is putting out, or is what Lomachenko is doing going to ultimately be too much for him? And can Lomachenko do it with what Orlando Salido is pulling out? These guys, most of this battle has been fought in ring center. That's what's made it so darn exciting. Like early on, Vasyl Lomachenko threw down the gauntlet and he hurt Salido. And he's trying to continue to hurt Salido. And Vasyl Lomachenko would love to get an impressive knockout over Salido. But right there, look at Salido cracking Vasyl Lomachenko. And it's his jab, his left jab just keeps finding a home. We're going to see what the judges say now as we go into the 4th round. They're saying that Salido's tired, Lomachenko's breathing heavy, and as you're seeing by the scores coming up now, it slowly looks like Lomachenko, who is 8 points ahead, is starting to kind of pull away. I think that's ultimately going to happen more in the late rounds, if you want my honest opinion. However, I think Salido is still in it, and I think that Vasyl Lomachenko would be silly if he doesn't stay on his game, because Orlando Salido, I believe, doesn't think that Lomachenko can beat him. And I think that in almost a superhuman way. And I think that when fighters get kind of that mentality, I remember, hearing stories about or reading about I want to say, I think it was either Burt Cooper or Bruce Seldon. Maybe their chins were bad and whatnot. And I remember at one point, one of them told their corner, whichever fighter that was, I read it in KO magazine many years ago. They told their corner, "Hey, I'm not going down in this fight," and they did not go down. And I mean, Burt Cooper ended up, really hurting a prime Evander Holyfield, and Bruce Seldon won a belt against Tony Tucker, and then, I hate to say it, let his nerves get the better of him against Mike Tyson. And Bernard Hopkins pointed it out. I got hung up on my words there. Bruce Seldon was thanking Tyson for the opportunity, and remember Bernard Hopkins saying, "Why? What are you thanking him for? You're the champion." So there's always something. Oh man, Orlando Salido, I think, fighting very well off the ropes, and I think that's something that's very hard for Vasyl Lomachenko to put together because he's being countered. Sure, Lomachenko is landing hard punches. Sure, Lomachenko is able to do it, but Orlando Salido is still landing. They don't call him Orlando for nothing. Bad joke, I know. Orlando Salido, maybe not throwing many punches. Oh wow, he's wobbled. Lomachenko has him wobbled. He's teeing off on him now. I'm telling you, Salido is a tough guy though. And he's not going to go, he will not go down. And that's something that I think that Lomachenko needs to respect and needs to appreciate. Oh, wow. And fighting off the ropes now against Vasyl Lomachenko. Does that do something to Vasyl Lomachenko's confidence? He's only had 7 fights. He's only, 7 fights, pro fights. These are long, grueling fights. And Orlando Salido, I think, is hoping that Vasyl Lomachenko punches himself out a little bit. And Vasyl Lomachenko wants to be close to, Orlando Salido wants to be close to Vasyl Lomachenko. He wants to be close, he wants to be landing close to the body, he wants to be landing to the head. Vasyl Lomachenko would be perfectly fine pot-shotting from a distance. Because when he's away, you can see everything that Salido's doing. This round probably is all going to go to Vasyl Lomachenko. Salido, they're saying, is tired. We're entering the 6th round. After this round, I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. We will be through the halfway point. Vasyl Lomachenko up by 11 points. But look at Salido punching him on the inside. And I am telling you, I like what I'm seeing from Orlando Salido. And I think he is still very much in this fight. I know the computer's telling us that I'm tired, but he's standing in the center of the ring right now. He's not being, he wasn't. He got popped right there, but he's not being bullied. This is a very, very exciting, very, very, oh wow, Salido hurt. Vasyl Lomachenko finding the key and dropping Orlando Salido. Whoa, I did not expect this. This is a quick, oh man, halfway through it, and Vasyl Lomachenko making an emphatic statement. He is not going to let the fight go the distance. He's not going to let it get out of hand. He's not going to let Orlando Salido find his way into the fight. He summoned what he needed to summon. He landed his pinpoint shots, and he dropped and knocked out Orlando Salido. What a very entertaining fight. It lasted lasted 6 entertaining rounds. Very, very competitive. As you can see, Vasyl Lomachenko up by 3 points on one judge's card. He's behind on 6 on another, and only behind on 2 on the other is Orlando Salido. So this was a pretty close fight. The winner's Vasyl Lomachenko by a knockout. The fight lasted 6 rounds. Lomachenko was not knocked down. Salido was knocked down. Man, what a great fight. Thank you so much for tuning in to Boxing Time TV. Please share this with your friends. Please tell your friends. I try to do 2 or 3 podcasts a week. Let me know those fights that you want to see. Some of the ones that we have coming up for the future. I think I'm going to do Gervonta Davis versus Vasyl Lomachenko next. I might even do Tyson Fury versus Joseph Parker. I'm probably going to do Canelo and Lemieux. Broner versus Peterson. Lomachenko versus Sosa. Kind of before it happens. Why not see what happens there? Ladies and gentlemen, Thank you so much for tuning in tonight to Boxing Time TV. It's been my pleasure. My name is Evan Jacobs. Please follow me on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan. That is my handle, at Boxing Time with Evan. We will see you again at the fights.